about the squad, yeah, and what's happened in the first. What do you think the squad is now capable of? I mean, there's all this talk about formations and stuff like that. Should we play 4-4-2, 3-5-2? Because you've always, in your managerial career, been an advocate of playing two up front, going back to the Villa days and what have you.
Yeah, always really played with two up front. I had QPR, I had Dexter Blackstock up front with big Mark Nygaard, I don't know if you remember, a big Danish boy, Ray Jones, unfortunately, who we lost, Paul Furlong to start with. Paul played up front with Dexter. We've always played with two. I mean, I have played 3-5. I played 3-5-2 with three central defenders and kind of five across the middle, but always played with two strikers. And it's really been a case of having the right personnel. Most of last season, I played with either Jamie and Matty Tubbs, or in the early days, obviously Gary Alexander and Emile played up there alongside him, or sometimes Jamie played. But predominantly, we always played two up front, and I'd like to be able to do that. I think I've obviously got a chance now with Eisel and Matty Harold and Gavin, of course. Gavin can play up there as well. So part of last weekend, having a long hard think about everything, was, I'm prone to mistakes. I'm not bulletproof. I used to think that I was, but I've also proved that I'm not bulletproof. So sometimes, I listen to my coaches, and we've spoken over the last couple of days, and we think it's, we've got to make those changes. We've got to try and improve us, and I think you'll see us playing two up front at the weekend, and certainly for the next foreseeable future, should I say.
And just going back to the squad, what are we capable of, John? What do you think? You work with the players every day. We've seen flashes of it in games this season, hasn't it? It's not like we've had a really poor start. In certain games, we've played really well, haven't we?
We have, and we've hung in there. In some of the games where we've not played well, and they often say it's a sign of a good team when you're not playing well and winning. And on a few occasions this season, we haven't been spectacular, but we've managed to grind out results, grind out victories. We've had a few 1-0 victories, as you well know, which have been hard fought, but we've managed to take the opportunity and get a goal and get ahead. This team is, they are capable of putting a run together of 5 or 6. I mentioned Newcastle earlier. You look at that team and think, there's no way that they're ever going to win another football match, but they do have that ability, and shown Newcastle have bounced right back. And there's no reason why we can't also. We've got the ability in the team, and I think that's the bits that frustrate me from time to time, because I see them every day and know what they're capable of, and then I'll see them in a game and know that we played really well, and then suddenly the next game it's not been so good. We are capable on keeping this run going that we're on at the moment. 2 cup games coming up, so there's no sort of league points to play for, but there's obviously a chance of glory. We can get through 90 minutes. If we can get past Yeovil, suddenly get a good draw in the second round, third round. This club's been there many times, and
not too many times.
Well, but they've been there enough.
Yeah.
The times that they did get there, they were very spectacular. So that chance is there, and this team can still achieve something this season. And I'd like to think that Saturday was a big turning point for us in that second half on Saturday, and as I said, the players are in really good spirits and looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah, and we just saw it on Saturday in the second half, how everything changes, doesn't it, when there's some momentum in the performance. You get all the fans are behind the team and everything. That's what we need, certainly every home game and on the road as well.
Particularly, and we play for a club where we have to create an atmosphere. We have to create, and listen, the club I was at before in the Premier League, there were weeks when they would sit there and say, entertain us, there'd be 40,000 in there, and the team had to get going to make the crowd react. It wasn't the other way around. There are clubs, I've been to places like Everton, where they inspire you from the first second. The fans do. They get you out of your seats. And last Saturday we got the crowd going in the second half with the way that we played, the performance that we had on the pitch. the attitude that everyone showed on the pitch in the second half on Saturday really got our fans behind the team. So, you know, I'm not stupid. I know that we have to have more of those kind of performances from the first minute, and not wait 45 minutes and be chasing the game at 1-0. So, yeah, it'll be better. I'm sure it's gonna be better. I think, as I said, last Saturday was a big turning point for us, and I'm looking forward to this week, and obviously Gillingham on Tuesday night.